I think I'm a genius. So since my wrist is super sore from all the other crochet projects I've been doing, I thought what a better time than to start another crochet project. Pew 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 pew. Carpal tunnel, here we come. No, but seriously, I need to chill. I love Blue Hour. You love Blue Hour. We all love Blue Hour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, why are you even here? I'm just kidding. Welcome. Meet the most beautiful people in the entire world. We're gonna do some Blue Hour wall hangings. So first of all, we gotta plan our stuffs. So what I wanna do is crochet a bunch of grid patterns in various shapes and sizes, and then we'll loop-de-loop them onto like pieces of wood or something, and maybe do some tassels, and then we will hang them on the wall. Picasso. Numero dos is to brainstorm all our amazing ideas for the beautiful things we're going to create. And I know what you're thinking, what? That's the same as planning. Yep, well guess what? It's my channel and I do what I want. So my ideas are as follows. A gummy bear for Subin's super famous PC, some sunset beautiful clouds, the time 5:53 for the song, a little ghost buddy also for the song, and then I've got a little smiley face. I did come up with some other ideas like a house for Way Home, a sun for We Lost the Summer, and a sort of list for wish list, but I didn't know how I could like execute this very well, and I already had 5 ideas that I was super excited about, so I chose them. Now we just need to grab, buy, steal. I don't know why I said that. All of our things to make these things. You'll need some yarn. I use weight 4 yarn in these colors. A crochet hook. I use 3.75 millimeters because this hook looks pretty and also it needs to be tight. Some scissors, obviously. I use these bamboo skewers in place of the wooden sticks. You can use dowels, you can go find a stick outside. But these worked. Some cardboard, some scissors to cut the cardboard so that we can keep our pretty scissors pretty. Also need, oh hello, access to the internet, some sort of pixel making software, or some grid paper, because the next step is, I'm sorry, you actually need a darning needle as well. I forgot. Sorry, continue. Finding or making our grid pattern thing. To find my patterns, I just go on Pinterest, so you can go on Google if you want. Oh, well, looky who we have here. Anyway, I would search something like whatever you want, and then like grid pattern, or I would prefer alpha pattern. I'll show you in a second if I could spell. Once you find the one that you want, then you can just click on it and that will open up hopefully an alpha pattern, which is basically just like a friendship bracelet pattern, but it'll have the counts for the dimensions, which means you don't have to count the pixels, which would be your stitches. I found both my smiley face and my clouds on Pinterest. I very much modified the clouds though, and a little bit the smiley face. If there's things that you can't find, or you just don't want to steal other people's art, then just download a pixel art app. I just typed in pixel art maker and it brought up, well, it would bring up, it's just not loading because what the frick, it's this one. Yeah, that's what I used for mine. Just make sure to not, well, you can save it, but like when you save it to use it, don't. Just take a screenshot instead, because if you save it, it saves without the grid. Useless. These are the grids that I will be using, though I did modify most of them, even the ones that I made. For the gummy bear, I just followed a tutorial on YouTube, which I will, did I say tutorial? Weird. I will link that down below. As for how you follow this as a pattern, it's super simple. The number of pixels across is how many you're gonna chain. That's how many stitches it's gonna be across. And then basically you just go back and forth, like turning your work every row as you do when crocheting. So you'll count the bottom row. This one has, I think, like 25, 26 stitches. So you'll just chain 26 and then start this first row. And then you can, what the patterns actually do is have the numbers that I have on the side here. I really don't know why I started from there. That doesn't make sense. Then you go along 1, then you go 2, then you go 3, and so on and so forth. But I didn't really need that, so I just followed the image because that was easier for me. So I would do like 2 rows of blue, 4 blue, 1 pink, 3 black, 3 blue, 2 black, 3 blue, 3 black, 5 blue, and then switch 4 blue, etc, etc. That was just easier for me. I think if you have a really intricate pattern, maybe you should do the numbers, but it was fine. And now we're finally ready to get started! Whatever I said about carpal tunnel earlier, scratch that. I wasn't able to crochet for 2 days. 2 whole days! And you might be thinking, that's not that bad. But to my childlike brain, stop it. It was a long time with my songs. Oh. You did it. My wrist is feeling a lot better today, but I've still been taking it super easy. The minute you start to feel pain, stop. That's why you feel pain. Tell you to stop. My bed's a mess. Don't find any of that. And also, you'll see me wearing this whilst crocheting. It's a hand wrap for kickboxing. Do I kickbox? No. But I think that by owning some of the equipment, it's like manifesting the skills, you know? This is not from crocheting. Crocheting is not that intense. That's from work. Customer service is that intense. Voiceover me is gonna tell you what's going on, what the deal is, while I go and crochet some more, while taking many breaks. Yeah, now we can finally crochet. It was actually really hard for me not to crochet, and it was really, really hard for me to take breaks in between crocheting. Like, I'm supposed to just stop when I'm getting so like, it was horrible. I would just like shake out my hand after every round if I remembered. I was pretty good at it during the smiley face one. Oh, if I think this is bad, just wait till I get to the ghost. The ghost was... Anyway, I dealt with it. Oh, it's a smiley face. It's so cute. Anyway, these time lapses are so satisfying, so I didn't want to shorten them. But I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm gonna be quiet now, and you can finish the rest. Oh, actually, sorry, I do have something else to say about the smiley. I did accidentally add an extra row, but it ended up working out for me because the single crochets were kind of short. So I think it would have looked kind of like squashed if I didn't add an extra row, so it worked out. Happy accident. Next up was my little ghosty. I didn't do a time lapse for this. I don't know why. I guess I was just too caught up in literally all the freaking colors. Wow. My method for detangling was basically just pushing the tangles further and further down and praying to the yarn gods that by the time they were tangled enough to actually be a problem, that I would be far on enough that I'd be able to cut out some of the colors and wouldn't have to work them in again. This is what happens when you do that. But I got to almost the end, so I was able to cut out the colors, so I was fine. Then I sent a picture to my mom, because what is the point in making things if you can't brag about how awesome you are at making things? Next up is the Gummy Bear Granny Square. Like I said earlier, this is a YouTube tutorial that I followed, and the link will be in the description. It is free. You can buy the PDF, but I just watched the tutorial. I made the actual granny square part of it like a couple months ago when I first found the tutorial, so I couldn't remember what hook size I used, so I just used the same hook as I was using for the rest of them, and I think it was too small. It was a bit tight, but it's fine because it's so cute and so just perfect and so like squishable. Like, I just want to squish it. So I did, and then I added it to my pile of Blue Hour beautifulness. Next up were the clouds, and I thought I wasn't gonna like this one because I thought that the white and the pink would just be too boring together, but of course I love it because it's amazing and I made it, so of course it's amazing. Yeah, this was highly modified from the grid that I used before. I just kind of skipped most rows that were just blank, and then I added in some extra clouds. I wish I added more clouds. but it's too late. I'm not gonna remake it. So this one took the absolute longest, but I enjoyed every second of it, to be quite honest. I think I ended up doing the ghost all in one sitting again because I got carried away. You can see me doing my exercises there. That's funny. But yeah, I tried really hard to take breaks. But again, I didn't really do that great. But I did shake out my hand as often as I remembered. Yeah. Also, I just noticed how cool it is that you can like see it get lighter and lighter outside as I'm going here, because this was done early morning. And then we are finally on to our last one, our little blue hour time 5:53. This one, I actually, like, be careful when you're following your patterns, if it's words or numbers, because I did maybe like 6 or 7 rows and then realized that I was doing the time like flipped, like it was mirrored. So I had to rip it all out and redo it, which was always fun, but actually I wanted to do less of the border rows anyway, so it all worked out. Since this is my last one and I've gained some knowledge, I think it is finally time that I can actually maybe teach you something useful. So you probably know how to color change. You just don't finish your stitch and then you bring in the second color and pull that through. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to carry over any yarn. You just leave it until you need it again, because the back doesn't matter. The back is a mess. Look at how messy the back is. I would try to make sure that none of these pieces are too tight, or else they will pull on your project and won't, you know what I mean. They need to be loose, but not too loose, because then because you're not working in the you'll get it. You'll understand. You just gotta do it. I'm pushing you out of the nest. Just do it. You'll love it. It's great. Look how beautiful this is. Now I'm just finishing up the last few rows. Wow, what an era. I could cry, I could tear up. It's almost over. Wow. Now is everyone's favorite part, weaving in the ends. Literally so many, watch this little pile of strings pile up. These are my babies, they're so beautiful. I think they could use some blocking. I don't know what blocking is, but I'll look it up. Now it's time to loop them onto my bamboo skewer. I don't think they'll be strong enough, but we're gonna see. I looked up what blocking was, and as much as I feel like I could do it or should do it for this, that looks like it takes a lot of time and effort, so I'm not going to. I'm assuming if they hang long enough, they will get flat. Okay, obviously, if you have something better than this, use it. It is taper. It gets smaller at the end because it's a skewer. But this is what I have. I don't want to buy extra stuff because that's money. I'm assuming all you have to do is take this and then take a needle with some yarn and go like around and around. Maybe I should look it up. Also, I need to cut these to size and I'm not really sure what method to use. I'm going to try to just break it and see what happens. Ooh, that's a mess. That's messy. YouTuber powers. That's alright.
That's okay.
I don't know how much I'll need, so I'll just, okay. Maybe I should look up a tutorial on how to do this. Should I though? I'm going to, what am I going to do? Who knows? Come here. I don't know! I think I'm going to leave a long string here, do all the loop-de-loops around the wood, and then tie it to the end string. That way it doesn't come off. And I feel like that's smart, but we'll see. How do I do this? You need to see what I'm doing. So if I do this wrong, you can not do it this way. First, loop-de-loop. Does that look nice? Oh, what did I do? That somehow made a little knot in the back. I don't know how I did that, but if you can do that, do that. I'm just doing in every stitch. This last loop needs to be finished, so I'm just gonna stick it through this little stitch thing here, like so. I'm just gonna tie this so that none of this comes out. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we need actual hanging part. I'm not very good at anything, But I think, what do we do? Like little bows on either side? Can I even do that? I don't know. Is this even long enough? I don't know. So many questions. Boom. Ta-da! It's so cutesy with the bows. I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that. For this one, since it's so beautiful, I also want to do like little tassels on the end. Oh, it's coming. Do a double knot for your bows because it's coming loose. Safety first. Time for the tassels. Little tassel. Yeah. I think just white and pink. I don't like blue. Can I fit 2 strings at once through the darning needle? These are the big questions. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna stick it through the bottom, just some random stitch. Pull it through like so. See, there's a hole there. We're gonna stick all these strings through this hole. Oh, but then our darning needle's stuck. I didn't think this through. What do I do? Just shove them in there. Oh, it worked. So we have our loop and then we just do this. Oh, it's so cute. Wow. Stop looking at my feet. I was going to alternate with the blue in it, but I don't think I like it. I don't know. I don't know. It's beautiful, right? Right? I'm just gonna trim this. Ah, so cute. We're gonna do a different method for this one because I don't want the loop-de-loops on it. But we're gonna eat some breakfast first because I have done absolutely nothing but work on these since I woke up, so. I'm back and I brought cardboard. Yay! I'm going to cut out a piece of cardboard and glue it on the back of this so that it can be just like stuck on the wall. Like that. I'm using cardboard from my Weverse box because it just makes sense. We're also gonna do the same thing to this guy because I don't want the little loop-de-loops on here either. I think I'll loop-de-loop this one. This one, I planned on loop-de-looping, but my wood's not long enough. Maybe we will glue 2 skewers together. Happy, happy. Gotta get my handy dandy glue gun. We'll stick that on this cardboard so I do not burn my bed. Why am I crafting on my bed, you may ask? None of your business. This was too small. What am I doing? Oh, but you'll see through it on here. Good point. Maybe I'll just make a teeny tiny one for here in the middle. Genius! Boom. We're gonna glue it on like that. Hopefully no glue seeps through this. This is one of my favorite ones. The colors look amazing. I mean, I love all of them except for this one. I also love this one. I just wish I used a different yarn for this part. Okay, let's go. Let's just do it. Nothing to lose except for hours worth of work that I put into this. Okay, I forgot to turn on I forgot it has a switch. Usually they just... How's your day? How's your day going? Here we go. I don't know who invented colored glue because it looks disgusting. Oh, I think I put too much. Wow, did it work? It worked. We can now stick this to our wall pretty easily. Whoa, too much glue. I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, please, please, please. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It worked. Super happy with this. And now we are going to loop-de-loop this one. I realized that it would make more sense if I tied the ends that like those ends together rather than just tie extra string on with a bow afterwards. Ah, why do I forget how to tie a knot? Did our little ghosty ghost flying around? Woo! Oh, love it. Lovely specimen. Oh my gosh. Don't you know I'm a savage? No, look at this. I use so much glue and I use hardly any glue. Does that make sense? Where did all the glue go? We're going to do this one. I want to do loop-de-loops. If I break them in half, that would be the same size. Come on. If I break off the ends of them, glue them together. Maybe they will stay together tomorrow by together. If I don't get like some sort of sliver splinter by the end of this, I will have been graced by the bamboo gods. It's raining. Ew. Ta-da! Oh, it's just like magic. But it's gonna look bad because you're gonna be able to see the glue. We're gonna try our best. Ow! It stabbed me. I mean, it wasn't that strong to begin with. Testing, testing. It's got a weird bubble ball thing in the middle, but like, who's gonna notice? What color should we use? Maybe yellow? Or should we do the purple? Would that look good? That would look amazing. Or would we do blue? Because it's blue hour. What if we do both? Genius. I actually really don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, I'm so sore. I'm so old. Would this look better? Yes, it would look amazing. It's not broken, but it is very bented. So maybe I'll just stick a little bit more glue on it. I don't know. Look how ugly it is. It looks like tree sap. Once more, let's go. I like this a lot more. It's so nice. Everything is finished. My back hurts. Everything hurts. Dying. Alright, so here are all the pieces. And here's the mess. We'll get to that later. Look at that. And I'm really not sure where I'm gonna put these or if I even want to put them up, even though they're gorgeous. The people who lived here previously did me the favor of leaving some hooks up here. So technically I could take these hooks and move them wherever I want to put these. I almost died. Wow, beautiful, right? Should I just put them on my wall? I mean, they are pretty gorgeous. We'll see. Okay, so I do have like these little sticker things. I'm gonna try it with these. For the sake of conservation, I'm just gonna do one. I'm just gonna stick one smack dab in the middle there. Ta-da. We'll see if I can get these hooks off. The whole point of these things is so that you can remove them without damaging anything. But I feel like I'm kind of scared. Nice. This is now mine. I suppose we need 3. What the freak? You know what? Not impressed. I'm gonna do it gently. This is giving me so much anxiety. I'm so scared. Give me it. I want it. Oh, this is so stupid. What do I do? Should I give up? Can I have this, please? Not really sure where to go from here. Darn it. I did it. I just kind of wiggled them until they came off. My heart is racing. Like, I thought I was gonna have to buy my own hooks there for a second. Does that look okay? Does it look stupid? I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? I just realized that I put the gummy bear upside down. Oops. There you go, buddy. Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? Do we want to see it in sweater form? Because I do. Imagine. Ooh, yes. Work it. I'm upset about the darkness behind the hooks, but you win some, you lose some. I am super happy with how everything turned out. I mean, there are some mistakes. There's a few stitches missed. I actually did not notice until hours later that my second 5 is missing. It's missing a piece. I accidentally increased on that one. But it's all good. It's all beautiful, and I'm super happy. So, all that matters. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have so many more ideas, so I'll see you in the next video.